Okay, y'all, we are going to talk about trauma. How, if we do not heal, it causes strongholds in our life. And yes, y'all, it will damage your relationships. They have lingering effects on your body, your soul, your spirit, even your brain, believe it or not. Now, if you don't know, all trauma is an open door for demonic torment. Therefore, you must come head to head with the skeletons in your closet. A spirit of trauma affects us subconsciously by entering our soul, which is our mind, our will, and emotions. We have a spirit with a soul that lives in a body, y'all. We are tri-part human being, okay? It's not just one area, but we live, breathe, move, and have life because of God, our creator. Acts 17:28, for in him we live and move and exist. We are his offspring. So what is the use of wasting our life drowning in this old trauma? What is that doing for you? What is that doing for your personal relationships? What is that doing for your professional relationships when we hang on to these strongholds? Some of us don't even know what's going on. Y'all, I know because I've walked through this. When we grieve trauma, we lose the ability to hear God's voice, to think clearly, and then we depend on secular ways of the world for healing. What I say here is not to be taken personally, but rather be taken and gazed at a spiritual lens, through God's lens. All strongholds, blocks, barriers must be exposed to the light for God to heal them. Without it, our relationships, our health, and our healing stay stagnant and never progress. Yuck, y'all. Yuck, yuck, yuck. But many can't seem to find their way on their own, even with God's help. The enemy has hidden it, lodged it so dark in some of those areas of your soul for so many years that maybe you don't realize it. Maybe you do realize something's going on, but you just really can't get to the root of it. You must come to an understanding of your trauma so you can flip the script and combat the fiery darts of the enemy. Trauma will cause destruction in our relationships and health, and it will stunt our healing. If you need one-on-one help, grab a session with me. We're going to get down to the nitty-gritty of it and what is going on. We cannot fight what we cannot see. Okay, and this is sometimes we have to ask for help. We're not cracking the code with God. Some of you guys are, or maybe it's just a little bit, but sometimes you have to dig further with God. This is why I work with the no-nonsense Christian, because it's going to take you your part to dig in those areas that you maybe not wanting to go to, but you're going to have to. We have to go backwards before we move forwards. Trauma gets embedded in our unconscious thoughts as a child and even up until adulthood. There's so many things that affect those, right? Too. It's by the people we hang around, what we're allowing in our spirit and our soul. So those could change over time. Since the enemy loves to attack our mind first, it's its sweet spot. We should understand how trauma is stored in the brain and the body. A spirit can attach itself to a memory. I didn't know if you guys knew that or not. This is, again, part of what I teach in my programs. Unhealed trauma trickles and has lingering effects on us. It can have leaky afflictions on others in many adverse ways. Without knowing it, we allow evil access for an open door for the devil to operate. Therefore, it can become a controlling, mocking, infirmity, any kind of lying spirit as a representative for trauma. Trauma can leave access for the enemy, which is the evil spirit, to trigger what is not healed in your soul. You might be given access to an open doorway of oppression by allowing the enemy to have free reign over your soul, your mind, your will, your body, your emotions, all the above. Okay, that snake will twist, manipulate, make you doubt. So it will mess with everything and everyone you care about. Trauma affects how we learn, operate, think, feel, act, and view things. It hinders the way we counsel, the way we communicate with others, and our inner thoughts, and how the brain processes information.